What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 13 of my Gainsborough Lower League series in Football Manager 2018. Make sure you leave a thumbs up on the video if you want to be seeing more of this and if you're enjoying it. Also, you would notice a new thumbnail that was made by Sparring DK, another YouTuber. He makes a lot of FIFA career mode videos. I'm just changing the episode numbers on the thumbnail. So yeah, great work by him. Make sure you check him out. He's very supportive of other content creators as well. Yeah, works really hard. He has a full-time job and still makes daily videos. So shout out to him. Yeah, check him out if you haven't done so yet. So guys, today we've got a game against FC United, but if you take a look at the table, we're sitting in a very good position. FC United, they're fourth, so this is not going to be easy away from home. Also, we've got Harrogate coming up, but yeah, this episode we'll have a youth take coming in usually towards the end of Feb or early March. It's not the same date each year. That's for England at least when you're playing in England. It's different dates in different countries, but I'm sure you learned that playing Football Manager. But coming off, that's why I've only played 4 off camera. Normally I play a few more, but anyway, yeah, the last episode was pretty crazy reactions, but like I said, leave that thumbs up, share the video as well with your friends, as I feel I get my good reactions in those videos, pretty crazy ones. So yeah, I'm really enjoying recording the series, so expect to see more of this coming, as I'm going to get to the Premier League with this series. I'm so committed to do that. Like in previous years when I've done these lower league series, haven't quite reached where I want to be because I was so, I suppose, used to what I enjoyed doing in terms of recording my videos, like recording every single game. But if you're recording every single game, and when I would do that, I'd record 3 games sometimes, and still, like when you've got so many league games in the season, that's going to be so many episodes. So you kind of need to play a bit off camera, but I suppose it took me a while to adjust to doing that, and I'm doing that now. So yeah, you should see all the success, because people like you going in the future as much as you'd love to see every single game as well. It's kind of one or the other, and it really has to be the other in terms of playing games off camera, so you see the progression. But anyway, we have got a game against FC United. We'll get into that, as I mentioned, but I want to show the results. Not killer results. We've had a couple draws that we were close to winning, but I was a bit disappointed that we couldn't. Well, Andrea Borg, I thought we could have gone for a late winner there, but we couldn't quite get it. Then Stafford, pretty comfortable game for us, 3-0 away from home. But at home against Chester, we couldn't get that done. We were about to lose, actually. They got, well, a couple early goals. We got the equaliser, Jordan Richards, who's developing. His development is nice and steady, really liking what he's doing. And Kidderminster, yeah, I knew we had to come up big for that one. Andrea Borg with the late winner. I'm gonna show you that. Like when I review these games, if there's a really important goal, Andrea Borg, he showed that for sure. We made some changes at halftime to switch things around. As noticed, we weren't really controlling the game like we were, so we brought on Polity because he was just coming back from his big injury, so that's a good thing. And yeah, Worsfold, so I felt we had to change that up a little bit. But anyway, yeah, I had to change up because you saw King come off. We brought, took Richards off in the 54th minute. Wasn't having one of his better games. And you see, I would have done that a few times. But anyway, yeah, the main point is we're going to click on the 84th minute winner. Yeah, within the last 10 minutes of the match. We didn't get player of the match, though. Butterfield had a pretty good performance, but we'll go through this right now. We're playing Worsfold out on the right there. I just wanted to get those goal scorers on, to be honest, because we needed to score. Catton Dangerous. It's just one of those. It was a really messy one, it looked like, but yeah, we went hard for that. We went hard for that goal. Was really searching, because I knew if we did win that, we would separate the space. And exactly 71 points to 63. So yeah, we're looking very comfortable this time in the season to get that automatic promotion. That's really where it is gonna, I say start. Technically that'll be our first promotion. I really think, yeah, we will get to the Premier League. We will do that. So it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard because it's like, oh, you got this team you got all these players. How are you suddenly going to build a team with players? Oh, there is actually a problem though. We got Curtis Jones injured, and then Michelle Parker suspended. So I'm like, oh shit, we're not going to be able to play a centre-back, or enough centre-backs as we need, because don't forget, if we go into the transfers, well, actually, I say don't forget, but there's something to update. We sold James Trinity, But then it's selected all transfers, but we're going to have to go to release players. I think when you select all transfers, you want to see everything. You don't have to go to release. It should show who you released, just free transfers. But yeah, you can see we just let go of players previously. Luke Givren was the most recent one. Not that he can play centre-back, but yeah, he was a defender. He just wasn't happy. He wasn't happy, and see the report on him now as a last resort. You can see ratings for our players now improving, so having that comparison, and especially if we're going to get promotion to the National League, I don't feel I feel he could, play in like the North or South, but yeah, National League, probably not. The mental attributes are pretty low, and just the overall player he is. So anyway, we will go back, and also I thought you will be able to see Ofalabi when he signs, or when he joins. He's already signed. So yeah, he's a young Nigerian lad, English as well. If you go to his information, you can see other nationalities, English. He would have moved over when he was young. I suppose that will be the occasion. In Football Manager, it's pretty random how players are created. But anyway, the point was we needed to bring in another centre-back. So we brought in Michael Spillane, an experience, like 29 years old. He's been around these leagues for a while, so, and good attributes. If anything, maybe just a little bit on the slower side with 6 pace and 4 acceleration, but you can see he's very consistent in those attributes, very balanced. So yeah, we brought him in. We brought him in essentially because we needed someone. But yeah, Mitchell Parker will come back. Curtis Jones should be alright. So I think we've got enough centre-backs for the season to progress. Next game in just a week. That's the thing. We just got league matches now. So it's like large majority of the time it's just going to be like a week break. So we don't really have to worry about selection so much. But here we do. We're going to bring in Michael Spillane. We'll go personalised there. We'll put him a defensive centre-back and yeah, put him on that defend duty just to get the best out of him, because it's good to do those roles in the defensive, the defensive roles in these lower leagues, because these players aren't as good, I guess you can say, technically, as others. So you just want them to, play that defensive role. Right now, it's a big decision, Politic. Oh, it's hard. It's hard because Shane Clark, he's been pretty consistent, but yeah, Politic, he is really, really good, just to put it that way. And here we just put him as a central midfielder on defense. Or actually, no, we got that central midfielder already. Maybe box to box, try him. I haven't tried him on that actually, because if we put him there, yeah, he was playing that central midfielder in that position. So try and box to box, see how he goes with that, because he's another guy that's pretty balanced. His first touch is pretty poor, so getting him to work on that as his additional training for an attribute. So yeah, he's a guy I'd love to sign in the future. Like, he's from Bolton, his contract runs out. I'm just not sure. Obviously the promotion would help. Maybe would he drop to the National League? I guess that's something we just need to find out. And maybe to update you on other young lads, we've got Sam Foster, like I said, pending. Well, not pending. We have got a youth intake coming up. Would be after this game, I'm pretty sure, checking the date. And then also, yeah, Josh Nicholson, the other lad. I've noticed him like improving throughout the season with the arrows going up. So yeah, we're going to head into this fixture right now, FC United. This is huge. And sorry, I have to update you. I'm playing with, well, because we had a lot of like winnable games, and when we're playing at home as well, I've pushed. This is how I used to have my tactics. If you're wondering what tactics I used to use a lot, even before I made YouTube videos, is this. They're like a 4... I would call it a 4-2-2. Like, you got 4 at the back, the 2 centre mids, and 2 wingers, and then the 2 strikers. The 4-2-2. And it would... Like, I always thought it would seem to people it's not defensive enough, and that's why I didn't roll with it. And I think I remember starting with it in YouTube videos and series, but people say, oh no, you're not defending as much. But in attack, it will be so good. And I think we've showcased that as well. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. But I absolutely love using a formation like this. So hopefully, yeah, that will be replicated here today as we push on into the match. So yeah, I really hope, I really hope it does well for that reason as well. But I love playing that attacking football, because I think there was an OP tactic I made. It was like in FM09 or FM10, something like that. It was very good. But if you take a look at this, FC United are 4th, but currently they come into this one 15th in the form table, whilst we're in 5th. Even though we're 1st as well, we're in 5th, but obviously still. But I think that's more just an indication. That's more not just not that I want to say that. It's more just to see how they're going. But yeah, I always like to say we owe them after the last match. So yeah, to get that done. And also, guys, I am like currently streaming a lot over on Twitch. I've got a Bournemouth save. I'm not streaming every single day. Obviously, still working on YouTube videos. Like if I'm not uploading like one of this on a day, like one of this series episode of this series on a day, I'm probably like working through playing games off camera or working on other videos as well. So keep that in mind. That's the difference. Like I said, back in the day when I would record every single episode, I could just continue. I could just continue and not go editing the video, going back to playing a couple games and that kind of stuff. But anyway, hopefully we can put the pressure on him here and we can get an early goal. Say early goal, but this is really the first highlight we've come to see in this match, and they're through. That wasn't a bad chance, but that's what I hate, when it looks like we have a good chance and we just waste it, and then they counter really, really quickly. That's something we're going to have to work on. And now Richards over the top. See, this is where we'll be dangerous. Uh-oh! We're going to be very dangerous. It's Andrea Borg. And I told you, Jordan Richards, with his development, but his performances as well, just getting consistent and consistent. Yeah. That's real good. Like, look at that ball. Deep in midfield, over the top. Their keeper was 100% at fault. Why didn't he just clear that? Why didn't he kick it? He just like... What is he doing? Like, he was like celebrating. Did you see him? He was like celebrating. So I'm not sure what that ginger's up to, but like, what? It looked like he was celebrating. He had his arms up. Like, he surely couldn't have been complaining about anything, because it was all him. I'm not sure. He's got rocks in his head. I don't know. I won't say that. Oh no. But that's just terrible, terrible keeping in the lower leagues. So, this puts us in a very good position. As long as we don't concede, that's going to be a thing for sure. That was a bit of a blaster. So, yeah, it wasn't very accurate. Just had a lot of power in it. But here... See, we're playing away from home. See, this is where we could probably be more responsible. Like, oh, it looks like it's going really well. I'm just like accursed when I make changes, but more so instruction. I feel instructions are wise to change opposed to going more defensively, because I have bad luck in terms of that. So what I would like to do, maybe lower the tempo for a little bit, and we'll go shorter passing and keep that retained possession and keep going from there. Maybe even later in the game we could go more direct. Depends how it really pans out. But yeah, I have really bad luck in terms of going defensive, or maybe it's just the wrong decisions as well, not just bad luck, but something that seems logical as well. So yeah, I just try and get my Spock on and go more defensive, do something that's logical, and just try and be more defensive. Like I said, it should be logical, but you end up conceding a goal, and yeah, that's not very, very smart. So I'm going to say don't get complacent. There's always some guys who get disappointed, but I'm not going to try and... Yeah, if I say, oh, you played well, then maybe other players might get disappointed. But they have. Okay, let's just say calmly and say, I'm very happy with your performance today. Okay, we might as well try that with Borg, because he scored. Let's say, I'm very happy with your performance today. Okay, he looked happy. So... I guess I fixed that. One went to deep in thought and one happy, so that's not too bad. And shout out to those of you guys that got the Spock analogy. It's only logical. But anyway, Richards. Let's go for another one. And yeah, let's see if this will be the wise decision. Well, see, to me that should be a goal. It should be a goal. It was a very good chance, but let's see how we defend. And don't forget, like, back four, all on those defensive roles, so they should stick to that. Not really push forward or anything, but Simmons, look at that. Could have been another chance there, but we couldn't quite break through. That was Allenson with the save there. Now Borg could fall to him again, but he wastes that. Yeah, Lacey. Come on. See, we're looking good in this setup. We're still thinking about a change. It's always dangerous around the 60th minute. That's kind of when you look to make them, and That was a class chance. That header, the cross was excellent. But what I was seeing, James Catton is not really having one of his better performances. So what we can do here, maybe to be a little bit more defensive in the positions, like I mentioned, we can bring on Tom Davey. And the good thing about him, we'll bring him to that left midfield, can be winger support, but he's got those defensive attributes in his game because he is natural as a left back as well. So he's not just like one of those wingers that's got pace and good attacking attributes. Hey, which he's got good crossing. He's not slow at all. I wouldn't say he's super pacey, but again, pretty balanced in his attributes. He's that balanced left midfielder. So that's one change we'll make. And then we've got King. He's another one we might have to think. He doesn't have the best game either, like 6.6. We've got either Foster or Worsfold. Like now I'm thinking Worsfold as a winger because Borg and Simmons up top are very, very clinical. We'll say Dennis Politic, maybe take him off. He's great quality, and then we can bring on ball-winning midfielder as well. He's great quality, but he's just coming back from that injury. So two things. He's not 100% match sharp, but then he needs that. You wouldn't want him to get an injury as well. So both of those things. So now we are going to push to a normal tempo and direct passing, work the ball into the box and play our defense. This is what I've been working to when I've built a decent formation or a decent tactic, feel playing well. Yeah, these little things, maybe little position movements there, not like completely change up, go so defensive. Generally keep that same style, but just make some adjustments to the passing style. And okay, we got to be careful. We got to see as soon as you make changes. Joel comes up and scores. You see what I mean? I shouldn't have made subs. But maybe you can say maybe I would have conceded any time. But you see, maybe here it would seem, oh, if I went more defensive, but I think we are. But as soon as we made that change to drop a winger back to right midfield, yeah, not as pushed up. But we didn't concede a goal like that earlier in the match. So yeah, like I said, the logical moves don't always work out. Okay, Ashby. And now they might gather some momentum from this, and we could be in a tricky position. Now, Allison, come on, pressure. See, look, in this position here, we've got players back, and they managed to get a ball through somehow. How did they score? Okay, now I'm just interested to look back at this, and suddenly we're losing. See, just with a blink of an eye, we've conceded 2 goals, so yeah. Like, where did that space come from? Like, who's Richards, like, go in that position. Like, far. Block the space. I'm not sure if there's specific instructions you can do for that, because we're not obviously... Like, he's playing a... Oh, no, didn't I... No, sorry, yeah, the opposite. If I said right wing to right midfield, I meant, yeah, Davey, left wing to left midfield. But anyway, King hasn't had a good match, so let's bring on Sam Foster. Kind of when I do a recording, like when I play these games recording, I want to show you guys like a young guy coming through, Sam Foster, REGEN, so... Yeah, that's going to be the change right there. So now we're going to have to go back to attack, and we're going to have to go higher tempo. You were going to have to, yeah, push up a lot more now. So go route 1, and I pumped the ball. But sorry if you can hear some background noise as well. It's like, is that a plane or something? No idea. It's very loud though. Yeah, let's just... oh, my God. Let's get into this. I can't believe we're in a losing position right now. See, we played better for the majority of the match. That's annoying. But I got to give credit where it's due. I'm trying to do that my absolute best. FC United here, they've done well to get in this winning position. They're playing at home, so their fans, yeah, would have spurred them on as well. They got the advantage there. But, come on. I'm disappointed in what our team has done. Regardless, they've let them in. No, Foster. No, they're going to get a goal. No, they're not. Normally, you get punished by FM when one of your players just gives away possession. So we're lucky we didn't concede there, but the chance is not over yet. It could still very well be coming, and my prediction was correct. It eventually led to that. And yeah, suddenly it's 3-1. So that's a bit tough. That's a bit tough there. Obviously, we've gone more attacking now, so we kind of needed to. All or nothing. We were in a winning position. Unfortunately, FC United stepped up, and hey, they've got Curtis Bateson, an ex-player of ours, but yeah, he's not really consistent, like a starter. But yeah, we can't win. He comes on and he picks up a knock, and see, the goals are suddenly just flooding. Maybe it's because, yeah, we pushed up. Oh, that's not going to count. So, well, that's why. That's where it does work. We push up, try and catch them offside, and you see how that works there. Just wait till they play the ball in. It's taking... They didn't have to show that much of a lead up. Damn. Look how long the lead up for it is. But yeah. Anyway, we're gonna lose here, unfortunately. A bit disappointing. And also, guys, nah, man, disappointing. I've been getting comments recently, people saying about my reactions, like that they're fake or something like that, and these are people who enjoyed my Bath series when I did like Bath City, and I think people really love that so much they're expecting it to be the same, and it's like I'm just playing the game just because I think people really wanted that to be like really like that series. I'm not trying to replicate or anything. I'm not trying to do the same thing, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just playing the game and my natural reactions. I'm not trying to replicate something, but I think it's more those people who are expecting it to be the same like that. You're wanting it to be the same as Bar City, but I don't know why. I'm just going to say unlucky. Yeah, but back to the most important thing there. We just... I don't know. We stopped. We stopped, and that was very disappointing. But we've got Ofalabi joining on the next day. Again, Josh Dixon, he's a youth player, but I don't think... hasn't got terrible attributes. But yeah, Ofalabi is eventually going to be signing. Generally, I don't like to sign those guys who won't join immediately. But again, I put that story in where he's just like seen as a young guy, finishing up school essentially, and then joining when he gets done with that. But still, Jordan Richards was in the team of the week. He's doing well. So I'm going to say regardless of results, because you still think we'll get enough wins to hold on to top for the season. So after this episode, we'll see when the youth intake comes around. But yeah, after this episode, I'll play a few more off camera. Then I'll do one more episode, and then I think that will be it for the season. Well, one more, and then I'll round up the season. So yeah, I'll do one more because there's still a lot of games to play. But you can kind of see how the season's gonna pan out, and we do get Amika finally signing. His assistant report is only 2 stars, but it's more so the potential he had in him. When I got him scouted, yeah, it looked like he had high potential, like his report does right now. So he could improve a lot in the future. But his ability at the current point in time, so he's actually like, I'm giving Sam Foster a go in some matches. So he's like Sam Foster. Like, he's in the same boat. Like, 17 years old, Foster is, and we go back to Ofalabi. He just turned 18 today. So, yeah, they're, like I said, they're in the same boat. And the thing is, we got him on a non-contract, and appearance fee is only like £15, goal bonus 45. Yeah, when he scores. His finishing's only 5, so I don't think he's going to be a dominant goal scorer. I thought he could be that pacey winger for us, and we don't actually have that. Like 14 pace and 15 agility. He'd be the paciest winger in the side. So yeah, he comes in, can play that right mid for us naturally, natural right mid, and those key attributes: pacey, can get crosses in, good technique. So that kind of goes together well to make the technique of those crosses are good. Also, I think dribbling is one of the attributes we're going to work on with him though. So we're just going to go, work on that position for him as a winger. And then we are going to work, because as a winger, as a pacey winger, you want that dribbling to get up. So yeah, hopefully he'll... It's going to be hard because, for a lower league team, you can't really rely to develop a youth guy because of the poor youth facilities. But if you play them in a lot of matches, that's where they'll get their development. So just continuing into March now. 1st of March 2019, this is when we get the intake. So let's see. Stefan Owen will be the best talent from this. So let's see how good he actually is. Yeah, we'll just go with him straight up for... Oh, he doesn't look too bad because he got a 10 there. He's a right back. He could be all right. I was kind of hoping for someone to have 5-star potential ability, but he doesn't look terrible. I just don't know if we should sign him up or not. That is the consideration. Because right now, take a look at this. For right back, we're playing Josh Lacey at right back. Josh Lacey. So he's the same like rating, and he's got, I say he's got potential in him, but don't forget, our judging ability and potential, obviously from John Reed, is nothing too special. These are all our coaches, so it would be nice if you can change it to your scouts. But yeah, judging the abilities, and so his potential is nothing too special. So we've got some are a bit higher, but again, you can see from all the different coaches. I just look at their attributes. I look at their current attributes. What can they do for the team? His mental attributes are pretty strong for a youth guy. Maybe we'll check out the other youth guys just to compare. He's naturally fit. The other physicals are a bit low, but then tackling 10. Okay, he's not terrible. Actually, let me know. I won't play through too much until I upload this and see your guys' initial feedback. Hopefully I get enough comments through before that you guys see this video. Dan Ormsby. Okay, strike. The potentials didn't shout out at me. Okay, some physicals are poor, then he's got some good ones. Very mixed there, that is for sure. But 14 finishing is high, this low. So, I don't know. Again, potential doesn't seem absolutely fantastic. I think Jack Collinson had decent 10 and 10. But, yeah, if you take a look at the best strikers, he's well below everyone else. Even Josh Nicholson, maybe better because he's more well-rounded. But it's more the specific attributes with Dan. He's got that 14 finishing. Then he's got some decent attributes like off the ball and teamwork. Okay, let me know what you think about him. Is he worth giving a go? Because, I mean, ideally we're going to get promoted, and realistically what it's looking like. So, will he get a look in at all, regardless? Because I'd probably look to sign... Well, like, our strikers currently are great. So, yeah, I don't really know. And then, Nick, is that Pigeon? Piggin? Attacking mid, not sure about him. Passing only 4. Yeah, him playing a midfield role, not really going to be good enough for us. Anthony Farley. Yeah, don't think so. I think because I just wanted to compare, and then Shane Sebastian, striker, nothing too special. So yeah, these guys, nothing worth looking at. But then I'm like, you got Dan Ormsby, he's like half a star, but maybe it's just the 14 finishing seems good, but the rest maybe not good enough to sign him up. But Stefano, he's like 2-star current ability, so I think he'll be able to be part of the first team. Could play other positions in defense as well. Looks preferred on that right back though, if you consider his height as well. Won't be super tall to play centre back, and he's right-footed only. So yeah, what do you think? Should we sign him up? Because I think about it in a way, if you're like, oh, Josh Lacey, if he's like the same rating as him, but Josh Lacey does seem a bit better though. We'll just have to go back and put attribute analysis. That disappears when it wants. But yeah, but thinking that Josh Lacey might not have a first take, because if you take a look at long throws, I think that's fooled me a little. You're like, oh, he's got one attribute that's 12, but it's long throws. It's not part of his natural game, so you got to think about that as well. Almost, yeah, not look at that 12. And if you take that away, it doesn't look too amazing. So Stefan Owen, let me know if we should be signing him up. So actually, I think we'll leave it there. We had the one game, but then we had the youth intake. So I think we'll leave it here, guys. Fen Evans, he's a guy we haven't really played, but he seems to have decent potential. It was weird. He actually had interest. I think it was like Birmingham. I can't remember. It was like I say a top team compared to us, like a bigger team that was interested in him. And yeah, like, surprise. Lewis Freestone, look at his development. He's on loan from Peterborough, parent club. So Andrea Borg as well in the same boat. How's his contract going? Yeah, his contract's expiring. I'd love to sign him up. Hopefully he'd want to drop down to National League. Again, expecting we'll get promoted. We should be at this point, but like I said, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Again, share this series around. I'd like to see more recognition. I'm really, like, right now, like, if the episode gets to 1,000 views, I'm excited and happy with that, and I think that's saying a lot. So, yeah, I get, like, content with that. Like, I'll be so, like I said, that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot for the amount of subscribers I have, and the amount not getting notified is kind of ridiculous. Hit up YouTube to do something about it, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see where we go, but I'll leave it there for now, and I'll see you guys next time.